Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette. Like usual, if you're here to talk shit, bitch, bye. Just take that elsewhere because this is a happy house, goddammit. No, but for real, this is about the products, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have, cast that shit aside because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. So how the fuck is everyone? I have not filmed in a few weeks. But I came back very inspired and I kind of decided that I'm not gonna rush my videos, but I'm not gonna like over fucking produce them, over analyze everything that I say. I'm just gonna hop down and sit in front of the camera, say my shit, and we can get through the day. But today I'm really fucking excited to try this out, so I'm like extra hyper, plus the caffeine just kicked in. But I ended up ordering everything that I got from Beautylish. 1000% recommend the fuck out of ordering through them like all the time. On game day, Jeffree's site is total shit and always crashes, so I end up ordering from Beautylish or Beauty Bay. Either way, I always get it within like a couple days. I know some people still haven't gotten their palettes and they probably won't. There was a little bit of drama where, oh god, I dropped something. People were like ordering, but the website fucked up somehow and people like ordered too many and so they're not getting theirs. They just got a refund and now they have to wait for the restock, and like Jeffree used a shit ton of one pigment and like depleted the earth of it or something. I don't exactly know what the fuck is up because I still haven't watched their series yet, so don't quote me on any of that. I did see a picture though where somebody got theirs and it was like smashed the fuck up and like Jeffree was getting the hate for that. No idea why. It's not like he purposefully sent a customer some broken ass shit, like he put this under his Lambo tire and went over it back and forth a few times. Just a friendly reminder that most of the time if you get something that's broken, it's not the company's fault and it's probably not even your post person's fault either. It happens sometime during transit. I mean, if your post guy chucks your shit like a football like they have before in the past with my stuff, then yeah, it's their fault. But typically this shit gets broken like when it's being machine sorted and all that. So I understand the frustration. I ended up ordering the mini controversy and the big guy and all of the lipsticks. I'm actually going to do this in a separate video as well as the lipsticks, just because then I can be a little bit more thorough. Plus this shit was expensive. Daddy has to recoup. There's my water. I'm a thirsty hoe today. Oh, I filmed a high video last night and I woke up high and I'm finally like coming down off of it. I smoked so much. I never realized how much of a pothead I was until like I saw myself on film editing. I was like, oh my god, I have issues. But here we have this guy right here. I've actually already played, not with this one. I was playing with one over the last week or so. One of my sweet and sexy friends actually got it as PR, so I swatched it a little. I opened it. I played with it. Don't really remember how the swatches were, even though I think I did it on a YouTube live. I wasn't really paying attention, which sounds weird, I know, but still, so it's not really a first impression anymore, but we can still look at this shit and do a look. I don't know that I'm gonna do like a huge glam look. I probably will, but we don't know if I will or not. So here is the packaging. I think it's really pretty. The only thing that I don't like about this outside part is that it's like, it's flimsy. I know a lot of people are just gonna throw this away, but it sits weirdly on there. I don't love that. I love the way it looks. I don't think you can tell, but it's actually like holographic, the white part. It has a really pretty multi-chrome to it. It's really cool. I'll probably end up keeping this just to store this in because I've actually dropped almost all of my other Jeffree Star palettes accidentally or drunkenly threw them, whichever. But either way, they could use some more protection when they're in my care. Here we have the actual palette. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The colors inside, they're pretty, but this is the star of the show. And I don't know how that one person's got so fucking destroyed. I don't know if you saw that picture, but it was smashed the fuck up. This is, it's heavy duty. I don't think it's quite as heavy as the Blue Blood one. This one just feels a little bit softer. Maybe it's the same thing, but like every time I do that, it indents and it's like a permanent imprint in there. So I don't love that, but oh, I'm loving like the color and shit. Bitch. Just gonna inspect it a little. There aren't any little stars that are gonna come off, are there? Ooh, the shade. Okay, no, it actually looks really, really pretty. On the back is just all of the normal pertinent information that's required. And this does say that cheese dust, sleep paralysis, food vibes, my pills, Trisha, not effect, flamin' hot, and pigment are not intended for use around the eyes, which just means they're pressed pigment. And that also means it might stain. I have no issues with that. I'm kind of used to that at this point in my life. But I know a lot of people who don't use pressed pigments around the eye simply because the government doesn't allow them to be labeled as eyeshadows just for safety measures. It's mostly when a pigment could stain the eye that you can't label it as eyeshadow safe. That's really the only issue. It's not like it's gonna like burn your eyes off in most cases. It's just a legality. So if you don't feel comfortable using them around your eyes, good on you. There's really no problem with that, but I'm the kind of person that really doesn't give two shits. I would literally put manure on my eyes. Anyways, here we go. I like this palette. I like it a lot. I don't think it's like his best palette. It's like not my favorite palette of his, but I do think it's really pretty, and I'm glad that he has like more neutrals in here because his last palette, I don't think it was like super user-friendly. I did really like those palettes. They were just set up weird, and so I feel like a lot of people couldn't quite understand like how to make looks because it was very like spread around. I know that was like his thing to make it look like a jawbreaker, all speckled and shit, but I appreciate that this one actually has a lot of like everyday colors with a few pops in there for those colorful hoes like myself. Is this something that I would get if I weren't a professional reviewer? I don't know that I would. This color definitely stands out to me the most, but I actually have something very similar from Andy Candy, and I'm not sure if this is a little bit of a shimmer, if some of the shimmer dust went into that. I don't know yet. I'll swatch it in a second. I do really, really, really like What's the Tea, which kind of surprises me because like if that color were on a wall, I would be running the other way. That is just, it gives me such anxiety like thinking about that color as paint. I don't know why. I think it's because I used to go to a Catholic school and we would have to eat lunch in the basement, and that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. And it was that exact same color of paint on the walls. Oh my god. But as an eyeshadow, I actually really, really like it. Kind of like a minty teal. Makes me want to lick it, but I'm not going to lick these. Overall, though, I do think this is a really pretty palette. It's not something that I'll probably use very often because I do feel like I have probably all of these colors in like the palettes that I do use on a daily basis. But still, his formula is usually pretty banging, so that might convince me to kind of bring this palette around. It is also really fucking huge, so I might end up depotting some of these. Oh my god, I'm talking so fucking much. What is with me today? So let me go ahead and pull up my receipt because I don't even remember how much this shit was. Okay, so I think this is pretty typical for his other palettes. It's $52. Honestly, not that bad because you get quite a few colors in here. The packaging is beautiful. Hopefully the quality is good, we'll see about that, but there's a lot to work with here. Like, this isn't the kind of palette where everything is gonna work with each other. Like, you do have to know a little bit about color theory here, but for the most part, like, I could totally see myself wearing, like, this and that minty color together, or, like, this and that, or even, like, this little quad here for fall time or winter. I think this is really, really pretty. Oh my god, I just noticed Illuminati. That is pretty. And I know I've played with this, but this is, like, the first time I'm looking at it sober, and I really do like this. But again, it's not my favorite, but I do think it is really pretty. I'm also going to be honest, I'm a little bit over this whole collection. I don't know if it's just because I've seen so fucking much of it, like everybody's been talking about it, but I'm ready for Jeffree to pull like an Anastasia and release something like tomorrow. Like, I don't mean to vent and shit, but it's just like all I've seen on Twitter. Maybe I just need to follow more people. Oh my god, I actually forgot. I ordered 2 of these. One is still on its way. I ordered it from Beautylish after I ordered this. And so there's going to be a worldwide giveaway. All you have to do is click the link down below, follow the little rules. There's really not much that you have to do. Very, very easy giveaway. Just make sure that you are at least 18 or have your parents' consent. Good luck to everyone. Ooh, I'm so happy. I can't wait to see who gets it. All right, so now let's actually swatch this bitch. I am sorry for rambling. It's been a long time. I feel like I've had everything bottled up for 2 weeks, and now that I'm back in front of the camera, it's like, ugh, it's just like word vomit. So y'all know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. Alright, so the first few ones, let's go ahead and do live swatches of. Let's do Ranch, and oh my god, that is very, very soft. I was not expecting that because typically his formulas are kind of on the harder side, but that is very powdery, and a lot went on my finger. It's not like I had to like really dig in there. Let's do my pills. Okay, very, very pretty. Tanacon. This is a really soft formula. This is very different from the one that I swatched before, the PR one. Not like in a negative way. I actually think that I like this more because the other one that I swatched, like, I actually did have to dig into. And what's extra odd is that that's kind of a common thing with Jeffree Star products. Like, I'll swatch mine and think something about it, and then later after I film or a few weeks later, I'll swatch like a friend's and it'll be completely different, either shittier or better. I've never swatched 2 of the same Jeffree Star products and have them actually be the same. So that's really fucking weird to me. I don't get that, but I'm not mad at this pigmentation, like at least on my fingers. So let's put that there. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna go back and forth because it's gonna fly everywhere. So there's the pink like that. There is that and that. That's really pretty. Oh god. There's a lot of dust, but this is with my LA dry skin. No, I'm just kidding. That was me making fun of Jacqueline. This is just on my bare ass skin. No primer, no moisturizer, nothing down. That looks really, really good. Let me go ahead and wipe my fingers off. All I do is take some... Oh, God. I've got my fan sitting there, and I just blew it into the fan, and it came back at me. Anyway, so now we have our dry fingers. Let's go into Just a Theory. Very, very pretty. Spiraling, Conspiracy, and Pigment. Those all look very, very pretty as well. We've got that there. Go up and down right there. And, ooh, that green is quite pretty. And that pink is really nice as well. I think I can probably fit maybe 2 more shades on my hand. Tiny hand syndrome. Let's do Food Vibes. Very, very, it was soft, but it's not super pigmented. I don't know how it looks to you. It might be registering on camera a little bit differently, but it's seemingly very sheer. Could be completely different on a brush. A lot of times with these neons, it is like day and fucking night. So we'll see about that. Although I don't know if I really want to use that one today. I'll probably use it. And then finally, Trisha, that's my girl. Okay. There's that. Yeah, that's not good swatching. I didn't really think it would be, but that is not good for a swatch. Swatches ain't shit. We know that. So there we have Ranch, My Pills, Tanacon, Diet Root Beer, Just a Theory, Spiraling, Conspiracy, Pigment, Food Vibes, and Trisha right there on the end. I actually think these look pretty damn good for the most part. Not all of them are winners with swatching. That's okay. That's understandable, but those are pretty. And I went ahead and got my hand wet, and let's see if any of these stain with my makeup eraser. I kind of have a feeling that Trisha might. I can't remember. Was that one of the ones that said it's not eye safe? Yes, it is. So I would not be surprised if it's stained. Oh, God, that smells good. I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. I think this was one in Rich's set. But just so my hands don't get dry, I always squirt the pigment with this and then use a dry makeup eraser, and that really helps and it doesn't dry anything out. Because just like my Vahini, I don't like it dry. Moist. I like things moist. Oh my God, that's probably triggering so many people. All right, now let's do a cheese dust. I gotta do this hand. We have... That's okay. It's kind of along the same lines of Food Vibes, where it's a little bit kind of sheer, and it's way different of a formula than these more nude ones. It's like packed a lot heavier. And then Flaming Hot, kind of the same too. I don't know if it's the pigment that he used or what, but it doesn't feel as good as the browns. Then we have What's the Tea? That feels very soft and fluffy like those browns. Diet Cola. Fun fact, I have never actually had like cola before, at least that I remember. I may have had like a slushie, but I tried Dr. Pepper for the first time. That was weird. I mean, I've tried the chapstick before. Okay, that's actually really fucking good. Like really, really good. But anyways, I've tried Dr. Pepper chapstick before and that was good, but I don't know about the pop. Maybe I just had like a bad bottle of it. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, that gold. Or no, that's silver. That is definitely silver. That Diet Cola one. Oh my God. I have seen a lot of silvers in my life, but that like might be one of the prettiest ones. And I am not here to bullshit. Like if I don't like it, I will tell you I don't like it. But that, oh my God, that is stunning. Like especially next to that blue, those would go together so pretty and create a nice like retro look. Oh, wow. I think that is the shadow that's excited me the most. Okay, so now we have our last 4. We have Not a Fact. Very, very pretty. I love that shade. Then Sleep Paralysis, Illuminati, and My Rides here. Beautiful black. Oh, beautiful and very, very pigmented black. We have that nice purple. We have, what is that color? Is it like a greenish bronzy? I don't know what that is. Very pretty though. And then we have this green. Oh, I like that. It's giving me Christmas tree vibes. And then this black. Oh, that's a really, really good black. Like normally with blacks, I have to put like some kind of base down, whether it's a liquid lipstick as a base or a cream lipstick or even like an eyeliner. But I feel like I wouldn't need that with that. Fuck me up, bitch. Wow. I love those. Really, the only ones that I haven't been like totally in love with, which surprises me, is Food Vibes. That's like the only one that I didn't love, but I have a feeling that like once it's on the eye, I'm probably gonna fall in love, I hope, because that shade for me is like the showstopper in here, and if it doesn't work, Daddy's gonna be pissed. All right, so let's go ahead and apply some makeup. I've not put like a full face of makeup on in so long. Like, what do I even use? Does this go on first? Like, who am I? No, I'm just kidding. It has been that fucking long, but still, it has been a little while. For primer lately, all I've been using is some caviar cream. I got this from Europe. I think they sell it at Aldi's, but it's supposed to be like just as good as $300, $400, $500 creams, and I've used a lot of creams in my life, and it actually is very, very similar to those, but with a much cheaper price tag. And it does a really good job at keeping my makeup on. I don't know if they sell it at Aldi's in America, but I think I got those maybe in London, I want to say. Then I like to set my face with some setting spray just as like another little primer. Ooh, she tastes like tangerines. Their foundation I haven't used in a while. Ooh, it has been a hot fucking second since I've used this one. I know this is gonna be a little bit too dark for me. I apologize, but this is the Norskin Pure Mineral Illuminating Foundation. I love this stuff so much. I just found it in the back of my drawer. It's probably expired as shit, but when has that ever stopped me? I literally just had expired turkey meat last night. One thing that I do wish this had was like little ribbons or something that went from here to here to hold this open, because I am so scared that I'm gonna be holding it like this and it's just gonna snap. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't, but still that fear is within me. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that foundation with one of my all-time favorite brushes. This is Nikki from Hank & Henry. These brushes are the bomb.com. Oh my god, so fucking good. This is not sponsored or anything. I don't have a code. I just really, really like these. And this, whoo, damn, this is fragrant. Oh my god, it smells like a mixture of walnuts and like diaper rash cream. Oh, my eye. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This looks awful on my skin right now. Like, really, really bad. I'm not even reviewing this. Like, oh god. What has happened to my face? I'm gonna have to take this off because it looks, it's bad. This used to be my all-time favorite foundation, and I don't know if my skin has just become really, really dry or what. Maybe it's the primer that I used. I don't know, but oh, that was something awful. And it's not like the skin part even matters, but it'd be nice to not look like a fucking dried up piece of Brillo pad. Okay, so instead, I think I'm gonna go in with a lighter coverage and just use my all-time favorite Dior Backstage in the shade, I think 2.5N or something, which again is not my color at all, but who the fuck cares at this point? And let me make sure to get some in my hair so that it's super fucking noticeable. Gotta stay on brand. Okay, I'm going to try something, and I don't know if this will work or not, but I never ever have had good luck with his concealer. I kind of like the packaging. It's not even about the packaging. I don't give a shit. But this is the only concealer that somebody actually came up to me and told me I looked old and tired. And so after that, the bitch was kind of turned off. But I have not yet set this with the powder that I am addicted to. I've mentioned it a million times on this channel. This is 100% Pure's Bamboo Blurring Powder. And it really does transform like any concealer into something fucking magical. So I think I might give this another try again. If it creases, it's whatever. I mean, every concealer does not work for everybody. I'm over it, it's okay, but I at least want to give it another chance, so I'm gonna go ahead and moisten my sponge with some setting spray. Make it all really slimy and shit because I haven't washed it in a year. And this is the shade C12. I think there was a little bit of a kerfuffle with this shade or something, like people couldn't get it, yet I somehow got it. I have no idea how that happened. And I can already see that it is doing the exact same thing. Maybe the Bamboo Blur powder will help. I really hope it does. I don't think it looks terrible on camera. It's just more so in person. I'm not trying to shit on Jeffree Star for those of you who love him. I do not know him. I've never really met him. Like, I had a thorough conversation with him. People always seem to think that whenever it comes to Jeffree Star, I'm out for blood. And I think the difference is that I'm actually kind of like a harsh critic, but I'm like that with everyone. Like, people are spending their hard-earned money on this shit, and I want to make sure that you are spending it correctly. And being somebody who literally came from nothing, I understand the value of $1, and if I don't think something is worth it, yet it's still really hyped, I will gladly take the hate and break that mold and be like, it's not worth the hype. Okay, so let's go ahead and powder that down there. That actually looks a lot better than when I used like his powder or even Laura Mercier. I love the Laura Mercier powder, but it just dried out my under eyes really bad as well with this. But that certainly helped. Is it something that I'm probably ever going to use again after this? Probably not, but I'm glad that I kind of figured out a way to make it work. Like, I think that looks pretty okay. Is it super concealed? No, but this isn't a concealer review, so let's move the fuck on. Oh God, no. Oh, now this eye is really, really creasy as well. Okay, got that out my system. Now I just look 20 years older. Anyways, let's move on to, I guess, the eye look. And to prime the eyes, I'm going in with my all-time favorite NYX eyeshadow base. And I'm kind of torn as to what I should do because normally I set this, but then I feel like the pigments aren't quite as saturated as they could be. But then it also really helps with creasing because I do kind of have a little bit of a hood there and my eyes just really always want to fucking crease. So I wonder if maybe I should powder one eye and not powder the other and we can kind of see which one is better. Why the fuck have I never done that on this channel before? Maybe in Boo Blur powder, we'll just set that gently right there. I'm confused because on camera, at least in my monitor, this looks very, very like hot yellow, but in person, to me, it's like neon green. First, I guess I'm gonna dip into Flaming Hot, and I'm just gonna take that on a pencil brush. And I'm gonna start by, oh my God, my eyelid is already creasing. Let me just blend it out, and then let's pack this on right there. Okay, it's not really sticking down. It's actually kind of turning it a little bit dusty. Let me keep packing it on. Actually, first, let me see how the other side is. Oh God, I'm glad the other side is sticky, otherwise nothing wants to go down. And I mean, anytime I get a chance to go down, I always do, but oh my God, this. Okay, this side wins so far. So I'm just going to pack it right here on the lower lid and kind of push it right into the crease. And then I'm most likely gonna smoke that out with that orange. But that is really, really pretty when it goes down on something damp. And it seems like the kind of shadow that you could probably put it on, blend it out so it's like a really soft kind of dusty red, and then put more red right on the lid and be like a one and done color look. Like I live for a monochromatic look. So let me now try to pack it on the powdered side. I can already tell I am not having good luck with. I'm really glad we did this little experiment because normally I would have powdered my eye and thought that this palette was shit. Because I don't know if you can tell the difference, but like I packed a lot on this side. Not probably as much as I did on this side, but still, there's a lot on both sides, and there's a clear difference, is there not? But I will keep packing away. God, all this talk of packing, I just want to make a gay sex joke. Okay, so both sides are definitely pretty. The powdered one is just a little bit softer, more diffused. I cannot build it up any more than this. Like, I can try putting it on, but it's just not sticking. So this is probably as good as this side is gonna get. This side, I think it's more vibrant, or at least it's just sticking down better and holding its shape. So now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. This is Hank & Henry's Dell, and we're gonna go in with Cheese Dust. And that does have a lot of kickback. I don't really care as long as it's not fallout on my face. And just go back and forth with this all along the crease line. See how it blends out over something moist. It's kind of mixing with that red and creating a new color, so that red isn't really there much anymore. I'm okay with that because I actually was planning on going in a little bit more with Not a Fact to kind of deepen it up, but they do blend out very, very easily. I think I actually put too much on because I kind of ran out of space where I can blend this shit out. But with that being said, very, very easy to blend out. Let's try it on the other side. We'll go back and forth just like that. The red is actually holding its color a little bit better on this side. Like it's not blending into the orange. There's still a clear difference between like the red there and the orange up there versus this side where it all just like married together. And now that this is blended out, I think I actually prefer this side. Maybe not. I don't know. What do y'all think? You guys can decide. I do know that I want to go back in with a little bit more red and kind of build up the crease before I go in with that darker purple. There we go. Now we can bring some of that red back and it's not blending into that orange, so we can see that there's red, there's orange. So I think that even if you leave your primer wet or dry, you can still definitely make this work and create pretty looks. But the way of approaching the look is a little bit different because this one, it's darker, it's touched moisture, so the pigments are reacting to that, whereas this one, it's not ashy, it's not dusty, it's just lighter. Both very pretty though, and probably look the exact same on the camera, I don't know. Now with probably the wrong brush entirely, I'm going to go in with Not a Fact. This is a I don't know what that is, but it's nice and fluffy, and I probably shouldn't be using a fluffy brush for this, but we'll see how it works. And with this, because I am going to end up cutting the crease, I don't really care if any gets on my lid, but I do want to deepen up the crease a little bit, so I'm just going to take this and kind of push it into the eye socket like, oh, yes, bitch. And actually, even with this fluffy brush, it's applying really, really nicely. Like, there is no fallout at all. In fact, I kind of don't know that I want to cut the crease. Like, it's really pretty with this dark kind of fall look. Oh god, this brush was definitely way too big. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more red because that purple completely covered everything up. I knew that was gonna happen and I still did it. And instead, I'm gonna go in with another little clean pencil brush and I'm gonna pack that right inside the crease and really deepen that up. We'll do the same to the other eye. I'll go in with a big fluffy brush first. We'll go over those edges again with those same colors, the red and the orange. And they're both a little bit muddy, but I'm hoping that once I cut the crease, we can kind of clean that up. I think I probably should have started with like the purple on the eyes and kind of work that up and then maybe blend that out with some red and then blend that out with some orange. Kind of went a little bit backwards, so my bad, I'm sorry. But now we can go ahead and cut the crease. For that, I'm gonna use the Krylon TV paint stick. This is just their white shade. And now I think I kind of want to start popping a little bit of food videos right on the inner corner. I'm not sure where I'm gonna bring it to or what the fuck I'm gonna do yet, but we can at least start with that. So I'm just gonna apply it with this little smudger brush and work really slow and start right here. And ooh, that actually goes on really, really pretty. Oh, bitch, I like that. And even though it's going on something that's still a little bit damp, it's not really transforming in color that much. It is kind of getting a little bit more mustardy. Okay, I'm gonna switch brushes. Maybe that'll help a little bit. See, I really like this. Just an average everyday color story for me. And I think that's probably as bright as I'm gonna get it. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know why. I just thought it would be kind of more vibrant for some reason. Maybe I can like let it dry a little bit more and then pack some more on. It's not like this looks bad or anything, but it went from that really pretty neon shift to kind of like a banana yellow. Normally I am all about having a banana on my face, but not today, honey. Oh god, now it's starting to like kind of chip off. And I don't think it's the Krylon that's doing this because this is usually what I do to like cut a crease when I'm doing drag and it works perfectly fine. So I guess I'll just like press this in there to make sure it's really adhered and move on to the next eye. I think before I even work on this part out here, I want to put a little bit of Diet Cola right here on the inner corner just as a... oh god. I was gonna use it as a highlight, but goddamn, that is a lot darker than I thought it'd be. Oh my god, that's like nail polish. Fuck me, what the hell? Actually, if you kind of like lightly dab it on and then like tap it out with your finger, it does work as an okay highlighter. But I think instead, let's go in with some ranch. That is definitely a highlighter, and we'll place that right there. Oh my god, once again, it is... ooh, it's strong. I can't tell if it's like too dark or if it's just really fucking pigmented. I think on camera it looks okay, right? But like in person, all I see is like a big gray blob right there. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, well, I have to do the same thing to the other side just for continuity. Maybe I'll try putting some of ranch on my finger and just kind of like tapping it right here on the center. Oh my god, this is like overly pigmented, which doesn't seem like it would be a bad thing, but for me, it just makes the shadow a little bit harder to work with. Not impossible, but I'm like the kind of person that would rather layer than go in and like try to have to figure out how to remove the too much that you put on. But I guess I'll just kind of take whatever's left on the finger and work it towards the middle. I'll probably go back over that with a little more of that yellow. I mean, shit, she's pretty, definitely. But even just like going like that picks up way too much, which I mean, yay for you. Like, we love pigment, but whoo, fuck. Go reinstate a little bit of that yellow on the inner corner here, kind of blend that into the white a bit. I'm so surprised there's been like very little fallout from this whole palette. Like, yeah, there's maybe a little bit of yellow right under there, but it's not terrible. Like, it didn't ruin my look or anything. I'm not sure if it's because like the yellow had something to stick to or what, but this is doing a very good job at keeping the rest of my face clean. If I could only say the same for my STD track record. To finish up with the outer corner, I'm gonna dip back into Not a Fact and just kind of tap it right here and blend it inwards. So fucking pretty. I'm also gonna take a little bit of cheese dust and kind of blend it right near the white as well. I don't know why, but I feel like I like this eye more. It just seems more vibrant. I know that this part is totally not blended. Don't judge me. Or do, I don't care. For the lower lash, I don't know. What the fuck do I want to do? Like, do I be brave and try to use a blue? We're going to try it. If all else fails, I can like cut out the under eye and do like a draggy look. Oh my gosh, this has a lot of kickback, so I don't know how this is gonna be. Let's just start by placing it right here. I will admit I'm not a huge fan of Jeffree Star's other blues. I've just not had good luck with his formulas. Blues are very difficult to formulate, so it's not really anything against him. But That actually is pretty good. Okay, so I think I am gonna end up kind of dragging this look out a little bit, so I'm gonna bring this out a little farther than I normally would. I do really like the way this is looking. It might look a little bit splotchy in the monitor on camera, but in person, it's really, really pretty. See, but now, like, on this eye, it's not going on very well. And I don't know what the difference is, but, like, it will not go down. It's giving me like a blue under eye and it's not cute. Like now it's just spreading out all around and getting like lower and lower. My God. You know what I actually think I might do is take some, I think Breakfast at Tiffany's by Jeffree and maybe put that under there and use that as a base so it has something to stick to. Hold on, let me grab it. Guess we'll just put like a few little drops down like that, or maybe a little line of it. I don't know. Okay, but that actually made it look really, really good. I don't know if this is like considered cheating or not, but it still looks okay. Now let's try going over that with some What's the Tea. I don't know that you'll really even be able to see What's the Tea because that lipstick was so fucking vibrant. Maybe I can like diffuse it a little bit. Oh God, girl, what? Damn. It is just all sorts of fucking weird looking now. I'm gonna take some Not a Fact on this eyebrow brush and just kind of like cut a little bit of a crease before I go in with white. And then just to deepen this little line thing that I have going on just a little bit more, I'm going to dip into my rides here and just place it right along the edge. Oh my God. I was like, no, I'm not gonna even hardly glam up today, and now fucking look at me. Is anybody surprised? All right, and then just to finish this look up on the waterline, I'm gonna take some Breakfast at Tiffany's and just kind of like tap that into place. Oh, the eyes be watering, holy fuck. Here we are with the final look. I actually really like it. Like, I totally thought today was gonna be the day that I actually did fucking something simple. Here we are 3 hours later and I just look like a confused alien. My eyes seemed really, really dark and I didn't have any blackout contacts, so I put in these gray Desio ones. For lips, I ended up going in with this LA Girl lip liner and Keep It Spicy, then over that in Honey Bloom by CoverGirl, and then I just put a little teeny tiny bit of white from Kroylon right in the center. I gotta say, I actually really, really like this look. I think this palette kind of inspired me to do something a little bit out of the box, and that is the sign of a good palette. I don't know that it's my favorite, but it's actually something that I could see myself fucking with like all the time. Like anytime I travel, this is probably gonna be my go-to palette to bring. My God, this fucking contact, bitch. I'm just really impressed with it. Like everything blended out for the most part pretty well. That blue did kind of give me a few little issues, at least on this eye for some reason. Don't know why. But in the end, I feel like we were able to get there and we created a really cool look, I think. Oh, but that highlight. Ooh, top secret, baby. Do I recommend this palette? Honestly, even if you're not a color whore, or even if you are, yes. Like, you have quite a few nudish colors that you could work with. You could go glam with this one, or even the black. You could just blend these browns out and be perfectly fine. Or if you wanted an inner corner color, or like cut the crease, or even a color on the lower lash, you've got all these different colors to work with. I really like it. I know that we really didn't get to use a majority of them, but I feel like the nudes, he's really good at. He's perfected those. They're great. I was more interested in the more unique colors. The oranges, the reds performed beautifully. This yellow, it's okay. I mean, I think we got there and I think it's pretty, but it definitely doesn't stay true to how it looks in the pan, at least not with my experience. The shimmers, he always puts out great shimmers, so there really wasn't much need to test those. I was a little bit weirded out with how this got darker as a highlighter, and then this got really dark as a highlight. I did put some of that right in my brow bone to highlight, but I also put some of that highlighter there as well. I just think it's a good palette. Do I think it's worth the money? I think so. I think the packaging is really pretty just to put on display. Even if you're not a packaging kind of person, like this is something that would look good on like anybody's shelf. Not that packaging really matters, but this is good packaging. It feels sturdy, it's good quality. The shadows were great. I love all the little pictures in there, even though they're only gonna last like one use because them bitches are all sorts of fucked up now. But yeah, I like this. I think way more than I thought I would, both in quality and with the colors. They really aren't the best to use as a contour, at least maybe not with the brush that I used because it did dip into other pans, but even so, on the face, they did seem a little bit dusty. I think to really get the enhanced color, you have to put them on something wet, but it is literally our motto, the wetter the better. So yes, I'm not mad. What do y'all think? I'm cool with this. Please, for the love of fuck, do not forget about the giveaway. All the details for that are down below. Good luck to everyone. And please let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see that don't necessarily have to do with makeup. Like if you want to see me talk, if you want story times, if you just want to see me fucking walk around my house, if you want to see the animals, I'm totally down for uploading new kinds of things that aren't just reviews. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget, my newest collection of highlighters, including black eyes, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.